UFC 311 is this weekend, and the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili is defending his bantamweight title against Umar Nurmagomedov, a descendant of the Khabib legacy and shit like that. Today we're going to break down this fight and give a prediction, so stick around to hear my thoughts on Umar Nurmagomedov versus Merab Dvalishvili. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. Before we get into the video, guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, all that good YouTube stuff. It really helps me out a lot. If you want access to bonus content such as members-only live streams, become a channel member through the link below this video or the join button on our channel homepage. Thank you very much. Back to the video. All right, guys, so Merab versus Umar. A surprising booking, in my opinion. I didn't think this fight was going to happen as early as January, given that Umar said he was injured and that Merab was... I mean, he just won the belt in September, and he said he was going to kind of go on a world tour, take time off type of thing. But he felt disrespected enough. So now we're back here, okay? We are back here. Umar totally rage baiting Merab every single chance he can. Merab can't seem to explain how he was disrespected and how Umar disrespected his country. I think it's one of those things where he's creating an issue in his head for motivation and things like that, because he's saying, you disrespected my country, you don't deserve this fight, the whole thing. And I think that Merab is probably going to lose this fight, but let's get into it, okay? Umar's last few fights leading up to the title, I've been very critical of. Umar Nurmagomedov is 18-0. He's 29 years old, and just the most undeserving fight for a #1 contendership, because here, he actually even fought in PFL for one fight. I didn't even think about that. He fought Sidamar Honorio in PFL, and then Guerrilla FC, and then he came to the UFC. And so just a bunch of bums for a while. Sergey Morozov, Brian Kelleher, Nate Maness, guys that are not top-level guys. Hayani Barcelos, who Peyton Talbot is fighting this weekend. So by this same type of scenario, Peyton Talbot's only 2 fights from a title fight, okay? If we're following the same logic. And then after Hayani Barcelos, where he beat him in the first round, he fought UFC debut fighter Beksat Almakhan on the Rozenstruik Gaziev card. That was actually my first fight companion on this channel, was this card where Umar got dropped in the first round and then dominated his way to a decision after that. He sits out for a little while. Actually, not too long. He's only out for about 5 months, and then he gets his fight against Corey Sandhagen, wins by unanimous decision in a relatively boring fight, but a very dominant fight, where it was not like Corey got his ass kicked, but he just never got out of first gear, and Umar just kind of implemented his game plan from the start. Now, Merab, on the other hand, had a much harder and longer road to a title fight. As you can see right here, Merab Dvalishvili, 18-4, and his path to the title. So he lost to Ricky Simone. He actually lost back-to-back fights, split decision, then Ricky Simone, and then he beat Terrion Ware, who's terrible, not even in the UFC anymore. Brad Katona, not a bad win. Actually, a pretty good win. Casey Kenny, pretty good win. Gustavo Lopez, John Dodson, Cody Stammen, all fringe ranking guys at one point or another. And then Marlon Moraes, ranked guy. Jose Aldo, one of the GOATs. Peter Yan, dominated, top 5 guy. Cejudo dominated a top 5 guy. And so it took him, at the time that he fought them, it took him 4 top 10 wins to get a title shot and 3 top 10 wins in like a year and a half. Then he gets the fight against Sean O'Malley. Not the most entertaining fight in the world, but he won decisively. New champion. He said he was going to take time off, and he bounces back with this fight. Now, when you look at their roads to the title, this is Merab right here. This is Umar right here. You would definitely say, if you were in Merab's position, that Umar does not deserve this fight at all, given your own experience to get to the belt, which I understand. If you look at their resumes and who Merab has beaten versus who Umar has beaten, you would also probably lean towards Merab winning this fight, and a lot of people are confused as to why Umar's the favorite. Let me tell you why. Even though he's been given gift after gift of opportunity, such as the Corey Sandhagen fight and now this title shot, Umar is a better fighter than Merab. He's better on the feet. He's more lethal. He actually can get finishes. It's not stall grappling. He attacks finishes. He gets into ground and pound positions. Merab's going to get badly beat in this fight. They're both on PEDs, in my opinion. Their cardio is going to be great. Okay. I think that Umar, even given all of the different reasons I just gave you, Merab's harder road to the title, Umar's easier road, their last fights, all the fucking high level experience that Merab has. Umar is a young guy, hungry, comes from that Nurmagomedov camp. They're different up there. As much as I dislike them, they are different up there, PEDs and such, in my opinion. They train guys very well, and they dominate elite fighters in title fights, okay? Khabib did it. Islam Makhachev did it. He's done it. Umar's about to do it, in my opinion. I think Umar is going to get a 49-46 decision and be the new bantamweight champion. You might have seen my video about Islam and Arman. I think Islam's going to win that fight. I think we're going to get two champs from the same family, essentially. Islam was like a family friend of theirs growing up. We're going to have two UFC champs in the same camp, and then also you have Usman Nurmagomedov, who's going to be defending his belt, the Bellator belt, against Paul Hughes next week. So I am taking Umar Nurmagomedov as the new bantamweight champion, and then I think he probably fights the winner of O'Malley and like a Peter Yan rematch at some point this year. So that's what I think, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who wins between Merab and Umar? Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. It really helps me out a lot. If you want access to bonus content, become a channel member today by clicking the join button on our channel homepage or the link down below this video. If you're interested in some non-MMA content from me, go check out my podcast, What's Up Bro, with Wyatt and Bo, in the link down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.